CNN's Phil Mudd says Manafort's latest indictment shows his desperation and predicts he'll now flip. Paul Manafort may be headed back in jail tonight, as he faces new charges of obstruction of justice and conspiracy to commit obstruction of justice. Manafort and an alleged Russian intelligence asset, Konstantin Kilimnik, have both been charged. Manafort has maintained his innocence even after his business partner, Rick Gates, flipped. CNN analyst Phil Mudd, former deputy director of the CIA's Counter-Terrorist Center, says Manafort is now more likely to also flip. "I'll double down on what I've said to you before, I cannot believe Manafort is ever going to go into a court with these charges," he said. "We had charges before in the indictment that I thought were significant, and now you add years onto that previous indictment and you say he has to sit down and flip at some point." Manafort showed his desperation by allegedly trying to collude with other witnesses, Mudd said, bringing him even closer to eventually flipping. "This guy walks into a courtroom and said, 'Prove that I'm guilty. I never did anything wrong,' and he puts out a public statement after Gates flips and says he will prove his innocence. And then, in the wake of that, he's got to go and do something that's incredibly stupid, reach out to potential witnesses, knowing that he's being assessed by the FBI, and try to persuade them to say he's not guilty. Sounds guilty to me, Jake."